What's the time? Oh my god, it's Wednesday at 5! I need to create a live video! Well, I can't write a song myself. Maybe I can talk about someone else's song. Maybe I can play someone else's song. All without ever having to leave my bed. This is Under the Covers with me, Cerulean. Live from whichever bedroom I find myself making pop music in. Let's go! Rock me mama like a wagon wheel. Rock me mama any way you feel. Hey, mama rock me. Firstly, chord structure. It's so simple. It's literally the 4-chord song. A normal, down to E, up to F sharp, down to D. Here's the melody. C sharp, B, C sharp, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp. Start on the A this time. A, B, C sharp, C sharp. Once upon a time, there was a man called Darius. He wanted to release an album, but he couldn't be bothered to write all the songs himself. So what he did was he went to Nashville, the home of country music, and played a show at the Grand Ole Opry, the most famous live country music performance every week, with a band. That band were called Old Crow Medicine Show. Now, they had performed a song back in 1973 called Wagon Wheel. Now, when Bob Dylan's people heard Wagon Wheel, they kicked up a bit of a fuss. You see, Bob had, well, they claimed he'd sung the song. Some would say he'd mumbled it. Now, this was during the 1973 recording session for his film soundtrack, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, which also featured the famous song Knocking on Heaven's Door, and in which he appeared in the film. So, Bob Dylan and OCMS cut a deal. They would own the song 50-50 each. You think everyone's happy now, right? It actually goes back further to the early 1940s. Rock Me Mama was a phrase used by both Arthur Crudup and Big Bill Bronzy in their early recordings. But they admitted that they drew from a year early a song called Roll Me Mama, like a wagon wheel, by a singer called Curtis Jones. So, there you have it. Darius Rucker was actually standing in a long line of African-American country-style singers, which is why it makes it all the more meaningful that he became only the second African-American person to win the Grammy Award for Best Live Vocal Performance of a Country Music Track when he sung this song. And here's another interesting tidbit. The backing vocals on his record were given at the time by an artist called Lady Antebellum, who have since rebranded their name to Lady A to deal with the less savoury aspects of country music whiteness. So there you have it, folks. I should mention one more white boy in the mix, and he is actually from nearer to my neck of the woods. A man called Nathan Carter. Just before Darius Rucker got round to it, In 2012, he recorded a version. It charted at number 3 in Ireland. It's also in the key of A, which Darius Rucker did it in. Now, some would say that, and Wikipedia would have it, that Nathan Carter here, by charting at number 3, had shown that a new genre was possible in Ireland. Irish country music. But for me, there's not really that much Irish about it. Maybe a little bit of the instrumentation. I think he plays accordion in it. But to be frank, it sounds a lot vocally like the previous OCMS and the later Darius Rucker versions. The only real difference is he does a little bit of a minor section and a drowned vocal effect. But really, he's doing it with a US accent. Which is why I've decided to write a real Anglo country version of Wagon Wheel. And I call it Skoda Wheel. 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of any old flowers. I'm hoping for Eastleigh, so I can see my baby tonight. Running from the cold up in North England. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave the Grovey. But I ain't turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me mama like a Skoda wheel. Rock me mother any way you feel. Hey, mum, rock me. Rock me mother like the wind and the rain. Rock me mother like a southbound train. Hey, mother, rock me. Walking to the south, out of Milton Keynes, I caught a lorry driver fit. He had a nice long breathe, but he's heading west from the Watford Gap to Swansea City, Liberty. I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Eastleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me mother like a Skoda wheel. Rock me mother any way you feel. Hey, mother, rock me. Alright, let's look at some songwriter tips, people. Right. Firstly, chord structure. It's so simple. It's literally the 4-chord song. You may have heard it in such hits as Sail Your Way, Rock Me Mama Like a Wagon Wheel, Rock Me Mama Any Way You Feel, Hey, Mama Rock Me. So there's a bit of Pachelbel going on. That's why I've decided to bring it down to D for the English version, because it's a canon in D. But if we bring it down again to C, I find myself in times of trouble. Mother Mary comes to me. Hey, Mama, rock me. Rock me, Mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, Mama, any way you feel. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Blends surprisingly well with Let It Be, which really came out only a couple of years before the original one. I'll let you decide whether there's a link. The only song I've released that has this exact chord pattern in it. Let it be in Bogota, tuning to you in your car. You could be in Mississippi, swimming down the stream with me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. And I'll sing you this song. Come home. Come Home is probably the best song I've written that has the worst performance on the record. So if anyone wants to match the song with a vocal performance, be my guest. But yeah, obviously I do some different things, but it just goes to show, like, you can do a whole hit song just from doing the same 4 chords around. I mean, heck, what he does actually is he removes the minor chord the second time around, and he just goes straight to, let's go back to the end, he just goes straight to, down to the major D. So, just goes to show less is more sometimes. That's harmony, lyrically, specific words, you know, call out specific place names. I do it a lot, obviously, with mine with Eastleigh, which makes it really easy for an Eastleigh version. The emphasis on Johnson City, Tennessee is almost like too much, but that verse is my favourite. Get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. The tat-tat-tat of words getting carried away about the love of the baby, and then suddenly you got love, and then you got death, and the death is more silence. I mean, hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. What a great way to hear a chorus off the back of that contrast. Again, a really simple chorus. So it's like the verse sort of complex, 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 and then remind you of, you know, really basic things. And it relates to the fact that verses all seem to be about a lover. Although hyper-specificity can be really good with places, sometimes in important stuff, so that's in the verses a lot, in the chorus, the important stuff, you want everyone to be able to read into it what they need to and attach to it. So, you know, Darius Rucker heard this song and was inspired singing it in his daughter's school band. I'm sure when they were performing it, the mama really did mean their mother. So, you know, if someone else wants to hear it as being like about doing something fun together in a car, then so be it. But either way, you're going to connect with it what you want. So, yeah, keep your choruses vague and your verses specific. That'd probably be my other main tip. And keep your chords simple. So this is it. This is my cover of Wagon Wheel. It's in the popular key of A, although I do a low octave start, something different. Let me know which octave you prefer, or if you think I should plump for the middle with the key of D you had in the England version. Enjoy. Head down south to the land of the pines. I'm throwing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. Now I'm hoping for Raleigh, I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. South, out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke, but he's a heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me. Look, the transition up wasn't perfect, but you got the idea, and let me know which you prefer, the lower, slower start or the higher energy, or if you like the combination of both. I would love to hear, as it's often a dilemma for me whether to drop the octave or not. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the song Wagon Wheel. Okay, so I did have to leave my bed to go play the cover songs because the people I'm house sitting for actually have an awesome piano. Quite often I'm just going to have my keyboard here, but if anyone has any ideas for how I can get a proper top-down vertical view on the keys, so fellow pianists can learn the songs really easily. Please let me know if you have any ideas. I don't think the head is going to be stable enough. I don't know, like it needs to be a fully portable solution. So maybe like something coming off the MIDI keyboard, some reliable way, or just some magic smartphone holder that can just attach onto most anything, like with a vocal boom mic arm thing, boom arm. But anyway, this has been Under the Covers. If you enjoyed this, obviously please don't bother liking. I don't care about likes. Like, wow, you clicked the button, great. No, please comment, let me know what you think, and share it. And I'm not asking for any money. I am a singer. I just want my songs to be heard. So please do go and run up those songs of mine that I mentioned today. That was Canon Indie and Come Home. And let me know in the comments there that you found me through Under the Covers, just so I know that it's worth my while making this awesome content for you guys that may have some copyright issues. I'm placing a bet that the copyright issues are going to get better because YouTube are doing a deal with music publishers. But still, like, I'm probably not going to get ever paid for doing this. So please go run up my tracks, share them out, and let me know if you learn their songs too. And also, if anyone wants me to mention their songs in future episodes of Under the Covers, or request a song for me to dive deep on, also comment. And also, I do covers for covers. If you cover one of my songs, I will cover one of yours. I'll see you on the flip side, Under the Covers, soon. Bye. Good night. Good night. Go away. Go away. Go away!